Good evening and welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. You clicked on to long range weather forecast discussion for November 19th through December 1st. Models continue to indicate a change in the pattern for November 19th to 23rd. Now, the forecast pattern that I'm expecting is, I get back to this map later. This is a GFS, and we go forward a little bit. You see the GFS takes a trough to the northeast, bringing in a zone of flow. But don't forget, with a negative AO index and a negative NAO, but a near neutral to positive PNA, allow does not allow for any blocking up around this area here, where the pattern keeps changing, where it keeps allowing these cold air masses to come down into the U.S. and then lift out, followed by a zone of flow. So this is centered on the 19th, and then we're going to go forward. And you see it develops a zone of flow. Now, one interesting thing I want to show is the GFS. I mean the European ensembles. Let's see if I can get those. Oh, this is a European run, okay? And this is the difference in it. It starts to develop a split flow like it did yesterday. And you can see in here it starts developing where the flow starts to split as this trough moves eastward. Now, as this trough moves eastward with the cold front, I want to get back to the other map. It's going to run into this moist air. We have dew points here, 50s and 60s. And as we go forward, like for tomorrow, it's going to run into this 50 and 60 air, and then the jet is very strong on the backside of this air mass that it could result in severe weather, particularly here. And let me see how far it goes in. This is the 18th. This is on Monday. We have 50s and 60 dew points moving in parts of New Jersey and so forth. So it might be very volatile around in the east until this squall line in front moves through. Excuse me. Now getting back to the pattern. Now, the pattern favors enhanced precipitation for a portion of the west coast into the northern Rockies, along with cold temperatures. Now, we're going to look at the period for November 22nd to 26th. Okay, and the ensembles forecast a trough to stretch from Alaska into the North Pacific, and a ridge along the west coast, and a trough over eastern North America. And you see this trough moves out. This is centered on the 20th, 22nd. And here comes our ridge over to the west, and we have our trough here across eastern North America. Okay, so during this forecast period, oh, I don't have the maps up. I'll get up in just a second. most of the models show this, but some of the models are develop a zone and flow across the nation. But a majority of the models show this kind of a setup. Okay, so during this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for this area and below normal temperatures from the Mississippi Valley to Atlantic coast for precipitation. I am forecasting below normal precipitation for this area and above normal precipitation here. Some of the models are also showing an indication of above normal precipitation across this area, but this area here is going through a moderate drought. So I believe in persistence, and I think I have to see more of the models what it pretends as we get into further into the next couple of days. Okay, now the ensembles hold on to the period to the pattern from the previous period for November 27th to December 1st, and respecting very little change in the temperature pattern and the temperature anomalies. So take a look at the temperature forecast. Still little change. And then for the precipitation, the only change here is one change from the previous period is a tendency for above normal temperature precipitation for this area. So that is the long range weather forecast discussion for November 19th through December 1st. Thank you for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.